Eastland Center Mall was an enclosed shopping mall in Harper Woods, Michigan that opened in 1957 and closed in 2021. If you've clicked onto this video, then you know what today is. It's Monday, Mall Madness. Every Monday I'll be releasing a new video on a defunct or maybe not so defunct mall and its history. Make sure you stick around to the very end of the videos. I'd like to see if you, the viewer, are paying attention. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you get notified of my latest mall video, defunct store, or my Throwback Thursday videos. Leave a suggestion or a comment for a future video. Thanks. A 1948 visit to Detroit's J.L. Hudson department store by architect Victor Gruen motivated him to send a letter to the head of the company. Gruen urged the corporate director to consider expanding the Hudson's chain into the suburbs of the city in order for the company to retain its position as the Motor City's preeminent retailer. In 1951, the architect presented the Hudson Company with a 20-year prospectus. In it, 4 suburban shopping centers were proposed: Eastland, Northland, Westland, and Southland. Each of these would be anchored by a large Hudson store. Eastland was to be the first shopping center built. Unfortunately, the Korean conflict caused severe shortages of construction materials. Plans for the region's first shopping mall were shelved. Ground was broken on Northland, the second of the proposed suburban centers. Ground was broken on August 14, 1955. The open-air shopping facility was built on 97.8-acre tract located 14 miles northeast of downtown Detroit. Eastland Center was dedicated on September 29, 1957. The complex consisted of a ground-level retail mall, a shipping and receiving basement, also had a small concourse of stores. The complex was anchored by a 5-level, 432,000 square foot J.L. Hudson. The Mammoth department store included 2 sit-down restaurants, the Seaway Room and the Anchor Room, and the Fountain, which was an informal lunch counter-type facility. There was also an in-store beauty salon, as well as a freestanding pantry, shop, bakery, garden center, and tire center. Among the mall's 73 charter stores was a Winkleman's Ladies Wear, Hartfield's Apparel, Cunningham Drug, Dubes, Barbershop, Baker's Shoes, SS Kresge, Five and Dime, and Kroger Supermarket. The first motion picture venue at Eastland was built at the northeast parking area outparcel. The suburban Detroit Theater's Eastland Theater showed its first feature on September 17, 1969. The venue reopened as the Eastland 1 and 2 on October 17, 1975. One of the mall's centerpieces upon opening was a 9-foot sculpture of a lion and a mouse, titled The Lion and the Mouse, sculpted by Marshall Fredericks. In 1957, the mouse was stolen from the sculpture, only to be replaced by another mouse. In total, the sculpture has gone through no fewer than 6 mice. In 2007, the original mouse was returned to the mall by the person who stole it. In 1975, Eastland Center was enclosed and climate-controlled at the same time as its sister mall, the Northland Center. A 2-level, 160,000 square foot JCPenney was added to Eastland and dedicated on May 21, 1975. Several Eastland renovations were completed in the 1980s. A vacant Stouffer's in the east end of the complex was refitted with a 7-bay Market East food court. Its grand opening was held in February of 1985. The suburban Detroit theaters Eastland Mall Theaters 3 and 7 were installed in existing East Wing space. This dedication was on December 20th, 1985. A single-level 130,000 square foot Main Street was built on the southwest corner of the mall. This store was rebranded as Milwaukee-based Kohl's in 1988. The next Eastland remodeling was completed in 1993. The Market East food court was given a facelift. A two-level 112,000 square foot Montgomery Ward was built, which was open for business on November 1st, 1993. Kohl's closed in 1995, and they reopened as Target in 1996. On December 24th, 1997, Montgomery Wards closed their doors. Eastland Center was acquired by the Shopko Advisory Group in 1999 with plans for renovation. Under Shopko's tenure, new stores were added. All of the mall's movie theaters closed in the year 2000. That same year, on June 1st, 2000, JCPenney's closed their doors. In 2001, Hudson's was closed. It reopened as Marshall Field's. The old JCPenney building was gutted and rebuilt as a Sears, which opened on October 11th, 2003. The first level of the shuttered Montgomery Ward became a Stephen Barry's University Sportswear in November of 2004. This store would close late in 2008. In December of 2003, Lowe's opened and the food court was relocated to the mall's west wing. In 2006, Marshall Field's closed their doors and reopened as Macy's. Meanwhile, a third facelift renovation was done in 2006. Mall entrances were rebuilt, with much of the east wing being gutted and reconfigured. A one-level Burlington coat factory opened for business on September 25th, 2009. Between 2006 and 2021, Eastland Center was sold 3 times. New York City's Ashkenazi Acquisition Corporation bought the complex in February of 2006, but they defaulted on their loan in 2016. Great Neck New York Cohen Retail Investment Group bought the mall at auction in October of 2018. In June of 2021, Kansas City, Missouri's North Point Development became the new proprietor. In 2010, Shoppers World moved into the vacant Montgomery Ward building. Their one-level, 56,000 square foot store debuted in August of 2010. For a little over a year, all Eastland acre space was leased. Sears would close on May 31st, 2012. At this point, it was all downhill from there. On March 19th, 2017, Macy's closed its store at the mall. The following year, Target also closed its Eastland store on February 3rd, 2018. 2 months later, Burlington closed its store at the mall in April of 2018.
By this point, there was only one anchor left, Shoppers World. Eastland Center's occupancy rate had fallen to 39%. The mall was essentially dead. Eastland Center was also a hotbed for gang violence. In 2010, in 2 separate incidents, 3 people were shot. In 2014, 2 people were seriously injured by an assault rifle in the mall parking lot. In 2015, another victim was shot and later died of his wounds. The area immediately west of Eastland Center, police had reported more than 2,770 reported gunshots over a 14-month period between October 2014 and December of 2015.
And it's been languishing for years, but tonight there's new life for Eastland Mall. The mall's major tenants have all departed, and while there are still some stores inside, it certainly is no longer what it once was.
Nothing close to it, but tonight the property's headed for a big makeover. Mara McDonald live at Eastland tonight, and Mara, we've got an out-of-state developer that wants that property.
Devin, North Point out of development out of Kansas City, Missouri. They already control more than 100 million square feet of industrial commercial properties across the United States. They'd like to add Eastland to their portfolio.
By 2021, Eastland Center was virtually vacant. Its new owner, North Point Development, drew up plans to shutter and demolish the entire shopping center and replace it with over 1 million square feet of industrial and warehouse structures. The 3-building development came with a $94.2 million price tag. The final Eastland stores went dark in January of 2022. Demolition of the 65-year-old retail complex began soon after.
Congratulations, you made it this far into the video.
When I find you. Pop quiz, hot shot.
So let's see how close you were paying attention to my video. So how many anchor stores closed in this mall?
So if you answered 10, or you could have just said all of them, you are correct. You were paying attention.
So what are your favorite memories of this mall? Leave a comment below, and if you want to see your mall or a mall from your childhood in a future video, leave a suggestion. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the E Chang channel. Hit that button on your right. Thanks.